Good morning. This is Livy Matthews with LivyMatthews.com, and I am an online marketing business coach, and I love helping women entrepreneurs who are purpose-driven and they are ready to get more visibility, want to get rid of some of those white spaces on their calendars, and get more clients and more income, which ultimately will lead to more freedom in their business. And I wanted to come to you today and talk to you about three words that are really big in online marketing, and that's focus, commitment, and consistency. And they really are big words in online marketing, but sometimes it can be kind of overwhelming and stressful with you. These three words are powerful, yes, but have you ever had times when it was hard for you to focus? Your mind was just kind of all over the place? And what about commitment? You want to, but again, your mind is here, there, doing this and that. And then what about consistency? Now that's the big one. You can be consistent for maybe a few days, but then it kind of gets a little wobbly there as to what you're doing. And guess what? I just described me and some of the problems that I go with. I'm not any different from you. I have those problems too. And if I'm going to be transparent here, I have to tell you that in the month of January, I did not do one blog post and I didn't send out one newsletter. So that is not good. You know, that's not being focused. That's not being consistent, and it's certainly not being committed. So I have these same problems as you do. Now, I don't have them so far as working with my clients. That is consistent. But for me personally, working, sometimes focus, commitment, and consistency can be a big issue. So what I did about that was to look at some strategies and some systems that I could put into place that would also help me to overcome that lag when I had that problem. And so let's talk about three strategies that you can use to move forward. And I have my notes, so I'll be referring to them. But first is online marketing. And you want to determine your objectives for what online marketing is going to be used for. Are you wanting to build your list? Are you wanting to make strategy calls maybe? Or you want to get clients to work with you? And these three things can change and will change from time to time depending on what you want to do for that particular month, maybe that particular week, or even that particular day. So you might have a theme that you're using for the month, and that theme might be to build your list. Or so everything that you do that month will focus on building your list. Or it could be that at the end of each of your posts or videos or whatever you do, you're going to use a call to action, and that's going to be to get people to do strategy calls with you. And then again, it could be that you have a new program, or you are launching your new program, or you want to see if someone's interested in a program, and that you can do for getting clients to work with you. So it just depends on exactly what you want to do. And then you list down what you need to do and the steps that are needed to get you to that particular objective. And then let's talk about social media marketing. Now, again, you want to start with your objective for using social media. Are you wanting to make connections and build relationships? Are you wanting to build your list or opt in for your newsletter? Or maybe you want to become a leader in your field and be recognized as a go-to person for solving their problems. So you list your social media platforms, and then you want to address how many posts a day are you going to do? What type of posts are they going to be? Are they going to be business posts? Will it be live streaming? Will it be doing a video like this one? Will it be posting strategies or a blog post? Might be a quote, or it could be something fun. It could be something family related. It could be just a quick strategy. It could be any number of things, but you want to determine what type of post you're going to do. And of course, you want to include some solutions that you can provide for your ideal clients that are desperately looking for those solutions. And again, that's what you need to do. And then you want to put down the steps that are going to take you to being able to meet those objectives. And then the last thing let's talk about is blogging and your newsletter. You are blogging, right? And you do have a newsletter. I certainly hope so. So what is your objective for blogging or for your newsletter? And are you wanting to build your list? What do you want to accomplish? What are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to connect with your viewers and to share valuable content? Absolutely. That is your main objective with blogging and your newsletter. And then are you wanting to show how you can solve their problems? Absolutely, you want to show how you can solve their problems. And then you want to market to your tribe, your community, and share some income producing activities. Then you want to determine how often you're going to write your blog post and how often you're going to send out your newsletter. Are you going to do it daily? Are you going to do it weekly? Or maybe you want to do it twice a month. Whatever you choose, make sure that you're consistent with it. If you determine you want to do it weekly, and maybe you determine that you want to send on Tuesdays, then every week send on Tuesdays. Be consistent with that. You want to make sure that you're always giving some type of call to action at the end of anything you do. And that call to action doesn't have to be anything fancy. Of course, you can always invite them to a free webinar. You can invite them to a paid webinar that you're doing. You can invite them to a program. It could be a paid program that you're doing or a challenge, but also it can be something that you, as simple as inviting them to contact you and have a free strategy call with you. And I always tell people that I'd like to have them to get in touch with me for a free strategy call. And on that strategy call, they usually will receive at least one strategy that they can implement immediately after getting off the phone. So you want to put some type of call to action to anything that you post so that you are inviting them to have a connection with you. Again, then list out the steps that you need to do any of these things that are your objective. And now, are you seeing a pattern here? These are just 3 of the areas to focus on. And you do this with your live streaming. You can do this with your video strategies like I did with this one. And if you have a Facebook group, you can also put this in action with your Facebook group. Whatever you do, make sure, even if it's with your programs and your products, that you have an objective in place and you have strategies and steps to meet those objectives for whatever you're doing. Whatever you need to do on an ongoing basis needs to be consistent. Now, there are some things that you do from time to time. Maybe there's no consistency needed with those, but there are things that you're going to be doing weekly, daily, monthly that do need some type of consistency with them, and you want to get that strategy in place. And one other important strategy is always be doing some type of income producing activity daily. And again, that can be as simple as those calls for strategy sessions that I mentioned. Choose one of the items that we've just talked about. Get familiar with it. Put the objectives down that you want to meet, and then list out your steps, and then go to it. Implement, take action, and do the steps. Move forward. Now, if you're ready to get more visibility, be seen, fill in some of those white spaces on your calendar that maybe there are too many of right now, I'd like to invite you to do a strategy business call with me. And it's very simple. Just go to www.liviematthews.com/strategy. And Livie is Livie, Matthews is Matthews. Again, that's www.liviematthews.com/strategy. And just fill out 2 little simple steps, and that gives you a chance to choose the time that you'd like for us to talk. And then give me a call. Let's do that. Let's get you moving forward and see what strategies we can implement real quickly that will take you out of that virtual rut and get you moving forward. And until the next time, it's Livie Matthews. Keep taking action. Bye-bye.